One thing I definitely say is certainly on the preparation side, I love the way that you started with the confession. That was a really good way to go into a speech about your superpower. I think that got everyone intrigued because they've immediately conjured up visions of superpowers. And the way that you said that your power is growing plants just by looking at them, I thought that was quite a nice use there. The one thing that definitely shone through on your speech was the passion that you had. The fact that you had passion for plants was definitely a convincing thing that you did convey that. And the use of language, I think, was well prepared. So it was something that, especially it is very hard to achieve so many consecutive, well-structured sentences consecutively without slipping up. And I think you kept that consistent right through, which was really hard to do and very good. I really did enjoy the use of the vocabulary that you had in there. I like some of the terms that you said, the way you said all but consumed instead of just ate, or casualty on your plant instead of just it just died. And also alliteration is something that's it's quite an advanced thing to bring into your speech. And I enjoyed that peas, peppers, pumpkins one as well. That was quite resonating. The gestures were good, like right through mostly. There was the one where you talked about the height of your plant, and I think you definitely did. You do know how to use your hands in a speech, which was really good. So that was good. The other thing that stood out was definitely tone and delivery overall, generally. The smooth, clear, and eloquent way in which you talk, which is just really there's not a lot of staggering. There isn't a lot of ums and ahs, and I think that's something that actually can keep you listening. In fact, in evaluators, it's a little hard because you can sometimes get drawn in and forget that you're supposed to be evaluating. So that was really good. I love the poeticness of it all, how poetic it was. There's a lot of words and language that you use in the tendrils of ivy and fronds of fern and this kind of thing. That was really, really engaging as well. Eye contact, good as well. You also brought in humour. Again, this is another advanced feature. So you've got some, and then you did it with a question. I remember. Have you tried consuming 27 cucumbers? I think that got everyone laughing. It was great. So some constructive criticism. It's your first speech. I think there was a little bit of an over-reliance on the notes at some points. It would have been interesting. I think what would have tipped it over the edge even more would have been some variations in pitch at some point, like Michael did. What he was mentioning in one of his evaluations, where he would go up and down and he put a little bit of extra oomph into some of the words at some point. And then maybe also in the same vein, another tactic might be to maybe use pauses at some point in different places, just to break it up a bit. Even though it was so smooth and flowing like water, it would have been great to have had a few little punctuating moments in the speech. But overall, definitely very good, and for a first speech, pass. That was on time.